Sorry, I went to go take a piss and get soda. So
It's the first thing anybody's going to hear when they watch this stream, by the way.
All right.
yeah, I took a piss, you dickhead.
Okay. We are in Miranda Esper's studio. She is in her Macarla Mistress of Midnight garb, and she says, "Hello, and welcome to our offbeat melody. It all comes to a head today. Plots upon plots have been laid, as have schemes upon schemes upon schemes, all piling up until this moment. Last night, our heroes traveled to the haunted woods of Melody and saw a fraction of the horror they contain. And now, as they take a well-needed rest, everything that has transpired is reaching its climactic end. Today, though they do not know it, is the dawn of a great battle for the soul of art itself." As our heroes sleep after a long night's ordeal in their beds, the morning papers arrive with the headline, "Art Fair Judge Shakeup." Social media is abuzz as the Melody official website declares openly and spreads on different regional websites that collect news from this area of the news that the art fair is having a mid-fair change in management, that the judges have been swapped to cut ties with the spree shooter the other day, and really make sure that the art fair is promoting Melody's values. Within 30 minutes of this happening, a mob forms, mainly consisting of Revival Life Church members and other people, other very conservative, very Christian people in Melody. And they converge around Town Hall with signs protesting the Christian persecution in Melody. They are met almost immediately by a counter mob of Cliff Howard fans. Arguing in favor of the change because known Cliff Howard collaborator Daisy Moonbeam is on the list of new judges. The two mobs immediately begin fighting with each other.
Our collaborator.
At which point the police force of Melody comes out, and at first Deputy Marley and Officer Laurel Yanni managed to keep things relatively under control. They managed to keep the mobs on opposing sides of the streets. But when a second car shows up with Uli Prowler, the Cliff Howard fans turn violent.
Oh, damn it.
As more cars come, Deputy Abe Langstrom comes, and he is a hard-nosed man. He immediately fires tear gas into the Uli Prowler fans. Into the Cliff Howard fans.
So he fired tear gas at nothing?
Uli Prowler has fans?
Yeah,
People are screaming. The protest has now turned into a full-out riot. Uli Prowler gets the shit kicked out of him by some Cliff Howard fans. One of which shouts YOLO before jumping and fucking clotheslining him. Is that when you hit them with the you jump and you hit them with the elbow? No, that's not a clothesline. What is that? Like a flying press?
Splash.
Yeah.
Splash.
Yeah, they're just kicking his ass. The Christians start screaming and beating people with their signs. And as the chaos grows to fever pitch, a shadow descends over the crowd. And this is all happening at 9:30 a.m. Everyone looks up and sees a fucking dragon
The Satanist.
circling around the crowd. It opens its mouth and jets of blue and purple flame burst from its mouth before a somewhat reverb-heavy and distorted, slightly electronic voice emerges from its chest and says, "Christians of Melody, this chaos is the result of your zealotry." At which point, many of the Christian protesters scream, "It's the end of days!" And that's when the violence really reaches a fever pitch. The police have no idea what to do. Abe Langstrom tries to go for his gun, but gets mobbed. Deputy Marley and Laurel hide in their car, and as everything looks bleak, they look out to the hills of Baritone Park, and they see an army of knights dressed in armor and wielding medieval weapons made out of PVC pipe and insulation foam. Forward. The knights split the two protesters and managed to restore order, shrugging off blows thanks to their heavily insulated armor, and non-lethally getting people to back away by hitting them with basically, pool noodles reinforced with PVC pipe. By 10:46 a.m., order is restored. Many of the rioters are in handcuffs. EMTs have come out to treat the injured. And the day has been saved by LARPers and Satanists. Reporters are interviewing the leaders of the LARPers who are talking about how they had initially organized for a stunt where they would fight the dragon, but seeing the riot, felt it was their duty to try and, keep people from getting hurt. Heroically use themselves as a wedge to stop the two opposing sides. The dragon stunt is marveled at for the sheer artistic craft of its puppetry. And as this is all unfolding and it's being broadcast on TV, Karen Hazatal watches with a wine glass shaking in her hand that finally drops and hits the carpet and spills all of its valuable alcohol on the floor. And behind her, a man says, "Well then, it's all up to you. If we're going to save the soul of this town, if we're going to make sure Christianity has a place here," and the man puts a hand on her shoulder, "you have to make your art project, and you have to make it today." She turns around and looks at the man, dressed in all black, with a scarf around his face, and sunglasses hiding his eyes. And she nods. Alright, so where are you guys? Everyone went home at like fucking dawn, and then just slept because, Jesus, what a night.
Yeah, shit.
Zoe and Hal hear pounding on their door.
Okay.
It's too early, go away.
Hal goes.
The
Opens the door after about 15 minutes because it won't stop.
Drake is standing behind the door, not really looking through it, just saying, "Come on, I'm kidnapping you and Zoe.
Oh, what?
I'm kidnapping you and Zoe. Get in the car."
Okay. You're gonna have to go get Zoe yourself.
Okay. Drake actually just walks in.
Why am I being kidnapped, Drake?
Yes, you are.
What? Why?
You'll see. Drake pounds on Zoe's door. I'm assuming it's closed.
Yeah.
Oi! Get up! I'm kidnapping you.
What?
I'm kidnapping you. Come on.
Early, Drake.
We're gonna deal with Karen. Come on.
Door opens. What?
Okay, you had a good plan, and we don't have time for morals anymore. Come on.
Are you sure about this, Drake?
Yep. Come on. And Drake grabs Zoe. Come on.
Okay, we're
Words
going.
you never want to hear come out of Drake's mouth. We don't have time for morals anymore.
It's a good thing Al wasn't there to hear that because he'd be like, "What? Wait."
So he's just like, wait, whoa, okay, hold on.
So, what vehicle do you have again, Drake?
It's a van. It's
Okay.
like one of the church vans.
Oh yeah, you
What about
stole
the
that.
Hearstmobile?
The Hearstmobile is still under construction.
Forgot that you stole a van. Okay.
The one that has like an ice cream music theme playing, but it just cycles through. Dun, 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 dun.
Or Ray.
I'm keeping those in mind for the upgraded Hearstmobile. This is literally just a church van that Drake is borrowing.
Borrowing. Yeah.
Borrowing, yeah.
Hey,
Alright, get in the back.
So he climbs in and just like collapses into the back seat.
I mean, it's the Catholics' van, so letting Drake use it probably keeps it from being torched by the Protestants.
I'm just thinking of that gesture now.
Drake, why are we being kidnapped? And why did you have to say kidnapped? Couldn't you just say you wanted to hang out?
Listen, I'm taking you guys to Karen Hasadal. That's essentially kidnapping.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Why are you taking me to
What are we
Karen
doing?
Hasadal?
Okay,
Yeah,
remember what
what?
Zoe... Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, what are we doing? Hal, yes, that.
Zoe, remember what you suggested last night?
Yeah?
We're doing that.
Shit. Alright, I get, alright. I'm mind controlling Julie's mom, great.
Wait, what now? If you if you remember at this
you
point
weren't-
like of that conversation last night, I was like hugging a dragon.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Zoe like looks like a little oh shit. I'll explain on the way.
Sure, okay.
Mhm.
I imagine said dragon is now just. I imagine said dragon's now chilling in Kaika's garage.
Yeah. I didn't expect this to happen so soon. I mean, I did, but not this early in the morning.
Listen, I have been keeping track of Karen Hasadal in my time away.
Okay. So you guys drive out of Hal's parking lot and all that? Do you leave a note or anything?
It's a kidnapping. Of course not.
Okay, so you drive out of Hal's place and you start driving towards town, and that's when you find a huge traffic jam that had not been there before.
What's all this about?
What?
We got elbow dropped. Sorry.
What?
There are cop cars, there are state police cars,
Fuck.
there are fire trucks. Something has happened around Town Hall, which means that if you're gonna... You're probably gonna have to do so on foot.
Oh, alright. Zoe gets out of the car.
Okay.
Alright, fine.
She stretches and you hear, the spine pop. Oh, that's nice.
Y'all need to stretch.
Stretch is a little, more limber than she should be able to, but she's part snake now. It's fine.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Isaac,
Mm-hmm.
you are like getting ready for work when you receive a phone call.
Try not to look at the book sitting on my table as I answer it.
What the fuck? What is Isaac's last name?
Keel.
Cool.
Kuehl. Isaac Kuehl. That's right. Okay. So do you answer the phone?
Yep. Oh, fun fact. Hal would know that's not his actual last name.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah,
Is this
Isaac
Isaac?
Hansen.
Is this Isaac Kuehl?
Yes. Who's calling?
Frank Orenberg, Spindle CEO.
Oh, sir. Yes, hello.
I don't think we've had the pleasure of meeting, but Dr. Wen has told me quite a bit about you. heard you sort of came up with the idea for today's little stunt, I guess we could say.
Well, looking at the news, I wasn't expecting exactly this much of a reaction, but
No.
Uh,
Listen, we all poke in our petri dish and we see our results, and this is gonna have some very interesting results. I'm looking forward to having to make a new speech for the winter celebration to this year. So Wen brought me up to speed. He said there's a mimetic hazard again. Something trying to break into our reality, convert people into its own kind, sort of assimilating us like the Borg. Am I getting that right?
essentially, yes. If you're familiar, a few months back, there was another case of a.
Yes, I read the reports. Listen, can you make sure you and your team gather a sample of this mimetic hazard? I have a feeling that since we've dealt it a pretty serious blow, it's probably going to be trying to pack up and head on to greener pastures, as it were. It'd be real nice if we could catch up on its way out the door and give it a little poke and prod. You understand what I say?
I believe so. I'll see what I can handle.
All right. I'm counting on you, Isaac. Expect great things.
Of course, do my best, sir.
And he hangs up, which is kind of rude, but he's a CEO, so what the fuck are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Isaac just looks over at his rats. It's like, all right, now what? But Isaac picks up the book after hesitating for a long time, and then heads on out.
Where are? That's like an Amazon factory worker getting a call from Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
So Kaiko, did you set an alarm or anything when you got back
yeah.
home?
Kaiko like set an alarm. Like she arrived back at like what 6?
Yeah, probably like 6 or like 5:40.
What time is it now?
I'm gonna say right now. I mean, Isaac's phone call was probably mid riot. I'd say right now for you, it's whatever time you want to have woken up at.
Kaiko has a alarm clock at 11. Then
Okay, so you wake up at 11. When you wake up, there's a faint smell of smoke. You get out, you go to the kitchen, and you see in the garbage there is a pan that somehow has a hole eaten through it, and bacon just fused to its flesh like brundlefly.
Jeez.
There is a note, and there's an open window so the smoke can get out. And the note is filled with profuse apologies from Julie for ruining your pan. She promises she'll get you a new one. And apologizes for taking some of the cereal and wasting good bacon, and she's very, very sorry, and she would have waited to tell you, but she had to get to work, and she's very, very sorry.
Aww. Kaiko goes to a shelf that's, well, not a shelf, but a cabinet that's locked, opens it up, and pulls out brand spanking new pans.
That's good.
Kaiko had those just in case. Because she's been using the same pans in the house for the last 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't want to waste them.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's only a matter of time before that happened. And then Kaiko pushes a button to have a fucking groceries delivered. One of those fucking Amazon buttons.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you? Yeah, I'll take it. It'll take some time. Do you do anything else other than doing your basic amenities?
Kaiko is on her phone looking at the carnage.
Yeah.
This escalated.
Mm-hmm.
So the people who's on the art fair judges, we read.
Plus side, the video of the devil dragon flying over the mob of people fighting, and then all the knights with like foam rubber swords and maces and shit running in and breaking up the fight. Pretty great.
How viral is it?
It's going viral. It's actually already gaining some national attention because one, Cliff Howard fans. Two, it's hilarious. Like, it's a riot and there's actual violence, but it's so fucking ridiculous, especially when, again, a bunch of LARPers in, like, insulation foam armor and armed with pool noodle weapons suddenly start breaking up the riot, while above them, a fucking flying drone puppet dragon is, like, circling the sky, belching multicolored fire. It's kind of great.
Yeah. Alright, so Kaiko's also going to be, like, checking up on what her net friends have been doing to Karen Hazatal. And everyone that she's trying to work with.
So, there are actually some, internet forums for the Revival Life Church. Or, I mean, there's a Facebook page, essentially.
Yeah.
And Karen is trying to get anyone who was involved in her project to come there and show this town that godlessness will not hold sway, that it's now more important than ever. The problem is a lot of the people she was in contact with are currently in jail for participating in a riot. But some people who have responded, more than a couple have mentioned they are bringing their children over today. At 3.
Kaiko's going to DM the group. Karen Hazatal is acting at 3, bringing children over to. Did they say Revival Life or her?
Revival Life.
Bringing children over to Revival Life, although
they got the sewage problem in check enough where if they work fast, they can do this. One last desperate ploy to make this beautiful piece of Christian artwork.
Axe Knuckles.
Wait, 3. That's in 6 hours.
Try 4. It's 11.
Right then, murder it is.
Hey, go Jesus Christ.
Text comes up. I want to state for the record, that was not me. All her.
You get a very long series of Hal typing and then deleting, and you can see the bubbles coming up before finally a very simple short message comes through. He's like, been kidnapped by Drake. I think we're going to go solve that.
Then Zoe message. Focus on the people in danger. We'll take care of Karen.
Okay. Suki, what do you know about distracting children?
Normally giving children fire and knives is not a good thing, but I have plenty of both, and it will distract them.
Jesus.
Okay, we need to keep those kids away from the thing. How are we going to intercept them, though?
Hold on.
Is it one kindergarten class? Like, are they coming individually, or would they be transported by bus?
They're being transported by their parents. It's
Hold
not.
on. I might have. I'm going to. So, if there was a scandal involving the Reverend, would that just close down the entire megachurch for the time being?
No, they have multiple reverends.
I mean, like the big honcho.
That
I
doesn't
mean,
even
that,
do
you know-
it in real life, Kay.
Yeah.
Ah.
They'd all rally to defend him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They'd pay his bail within 10 minutes.
That'd just be a martyr.
And start slut-shaming the child in question or whatever.
Oof.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That sure was a
Yeah.
sentence.
That 4-year-old was coming on to him, sir.
Aw.
Yeah. The 16-year-old, the parents were divorced, so she was corrupting this 40-year-old man with her slutty
With
ways.
her lustful ways.
That's how it
I
goes.
hate it.
This trollop, a result of a broken home. This is why we have to restore Christian values to this country.
Yep.
So how about that murder?
That murder. You guys are all right. Zoe
I
just wanted
murdered
to change
his mom,
subjects.
apparently.
Text from Suki. Murder is the backup plan. If
Okay.
whatever Drake doesn't work.
What can we do to make the room that they're going to be doing this in completely unusable?
Think
Start- Start the church on fire.
I was told arson.
Kaiko, how much porn do you have?
You dot.
Isaac's just watching this conversation as he's driving, and
Look,
just
look.
thinking like,
Hold
I was
on,
hiding the.
TT. This is a megachurch, right? So they have, chances are they have LED screens that's like connected to the internet, always like that's broadcasting like Christian.
That's
Like,
definitely true.
And their
It's based on Resurrection Life, and they had all sorts of stupid gaudy shit like that.
So hold on, I'm going to use Netfriends to emulate a thing that 4chan once did.
Okay.
Isaac?
That's an 11 on Netfriends.
Alright.
Okay, so I'm going to have my Netfriends hack every single screen in that church, showing some very debaucherous things.
There are kids going to be there.
This is to save their lives, Zoe.
I literally
If
on
we,
my way to do just that.
if they get there before whatever we're doing happens, we've been kidnapped by Drake.
This is
Anything
the
could happen.
backup plan. This is the backup plan.
Anything could happen with Drake. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
Drake is Drake. We don't know what to expect.
Just put rainbow flags on every device, make it unremovable.
Yes.
Pride flags everywhere.
So Isaac, you were saying something earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sarah.
nothing. It's fine.
Oh, no. Go.
Oh, just Isaac stuck in the traffic jam. I'm assuming, looking at his phone and this conversation going on, just thinking. And I was hiding the conversation, just thinking to myself, it's like, oh, and I was hiding the conversation with Suki about murdering Karen, and they're just talking about it.
Fair.
Julie's
Yeah.
not on a group text, so it's fair game.
She was invited like the first.
Julie's currently at work.
Is Julie in the group text?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. What if I do? Okay, we can save the porn for a backup plan. Suki, do you still have that white, pink, and blue paint?
They're your paints, but yes, they're in the garage still.
Okay, what if we speed paint the Jesus at the front of the church in the trans pride flag? No one will want their children to see that.
Wow.
Let me go get my gay bandana. Hold on.
would that count as you painting a graven image, though?
Text. It wouldn't be the first time a Jesus has tried to kill me this week.
Yeah, it's not the Jesus that will kill you this time.
Mm-hmm.
420 Young Swag, YOLO Jesus. Jesus wants a hug. Either way, Kaiku is going to basically have to think, so there's going to be lots of very unchristian things that are put up on every screen in Revival Life.
Alright.
But yes,
So
we're gonna go grab. Go ahead.
from John Oliver videos to
Okay, so Hal, Drake, and Zoe. You guys are heading towards the Rich District / Revival Life because they're both in the same direction now on the map, right?
yes.
Wherever Drake is taking us.
As you are walking towards there,
Mm-hmm.
you see on the other side of the street, going in the opposite direction, a man in a black turtleneck sweater,
Oh,
in black pants, in black shoes, with a black scarf around his mouth, and black sunglasses, walking by. He stops and gives you all a meaningful look, and even salutes you before continuing to walk in the opposite direction.
that's the creep. The one who was just fucking staring in our window.
So, do you turn around and go after him?
Shit, we have to take Karen though.
Yeah, I'd say we take care of Karen. I imagine if he is involved with her, messing with her will draw him back out.
Yeah.
I don't even know if this would work. He saluted us, you said?
Yeah, he specifically he tried to catch your eye contact, and once he did, he gave a little gesture to make sure you knew he was trying to get your eye contact.
Can I... This is gonna sound stupid. Can I roll my empath and see what kind of emotion he was feeling when that happened? Was like he was just like taunting us, or was
Go ahead.
Okay. Alright, so that is an 11.
Okay. The emotion you get is one of good-natured mischief. Not that he's maliciously mocking you, but he is trying to goad you into doing something. And he's got that jolt of happiness, of elation that you get when you're trying to trick somebody. And you're like, this is gonna be so fun.
He stares off behind him at him for a good 5 minutes, and then he relays that that's what he felt to the other two. He's like, he wants us to try something.
Does he want us to go after Karen, or does he want us to go after him?
I feel like going after him.
He just felt like he was, you know when you're gonna play a prank and you're waiting for it to go off? That feeling of, haha, I'm about to get you?
Yeah.
It was that.
Mm.
And I'm not sure
What
if
if-
it's because we saw him and he thinks we're gonna go after him, or he's leaving us bait.
I feel like it's the leaving as bait part. Because you see this fucker in all black, bass wrapped, acting all nonchalant.
On a fairly hot summer day, my dad.
Yeah.
You're in July, wearing all black and like long sleeves and a scarf. Kind of insane.
Yeah.
Hey, you say that to Zoe in her hoodie.
I mean, what if he's just golf?
Yeah, what if he just go?
Yeah. What if he just has a
Shit.
reason to hide his eyes and mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah. What if he's scarred like Oh, sorry.
No, he's wearing a scarf to hide his mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna go after him. I'm gonna tell the general to pull his scarf off.
Now, the general takes off after the Jesus critic, and he runs across the street. It's pretty impressive. And as he runs to jump up and leap at the Jesus critic, claws extended, the Jesus critic, with some fairly fancy footwork, calmly dodges out of the way.
Ooh.
And the cat goes flying back out into the street. And you hear a car swerve.
Okay, Zoe's diving to the road for the general.
Mm-hmm.
The general runs back off the asphalt and gets to the street. And as Zoe, you're running to catch up. The Jesus critic quickly grabs the general and chucks him across the street.
Bruh.
And then comically slaps his hands, and seeing you coming towards him, bolts. Even jumping up and sliding over the hood of the car that just screeched to a halt to avoid hitting a cat.
Mm-hmm.
And he's running really fast, like a fucking Olympian. Do you guys give chase?
I would not. No.
No. We need to save the children. But I am
Yeah.
going for the general. I'm going for the general.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kids are
Yeah.
more important at this particular juncture, but there was a brief spark of,
do we
I'm gonna
want-
kill this man.
Can we lock eyes for a second?
Nope. He doesn't give
Damn
you the
it.
chance.
Okay, but I'm catching the general. I'm going for the general.
Alright. You find the general in another person's yard. He's laying on the ground, looking pretty freaked the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Because while he's a tough cat and he's not particularly injured, that was close. He almost got hit by a fucking car.
He scoops him up and squeezes him really tightly. Are you alright? Are you hurt? General?
He's not hurt, but he's really frightened. Because again, he was almost hit by a car, and he's a big cat, but he's not that big of a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in a mood.
Yes. Yep.
Zoe
I'll
looks
get
at the...
yeeted.
Zoe? Is there a random person going? No. Zoe holds the general and runs back to the others. He's alright. Oh, if I ever see that guy again, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stop myself.
I don't know if
I
I
have a
would
hunch we
try to stop you, to be honest.
Yeah. Kick him in the dick.
We need to go take care of Karen before we do anything else.
You see the Jesus critic becoming smaller and smaller as he runs blocks and blocks away.
Does anybody tell the group what happened?
Yeah, I'll shoot a text that says that we saw the Jesus critic coming from Karen Hazatal's house, so that's probably bad. And a general direction about where he's running.
Do you mention his what you got from Impact?
Yeah, I would mention that because that sounds pretty important.
Okay, can I use my connect the dots, TT?
Okay.
I'm beginning of, well, that doesn't matter because I still have a hold of one from last, so.
Yeah. I remember that. I'll grant it.
How does Mystery connect to this guy connect to the bigger picture?
Jesus critic has his mouth covered by a scarf and his eyes covered by sunglasses. He's been critiquing for years now, artworks involving Jesus on their quality as Messiah, as depictions of a Messiah.
He's one of the things.
If beneath those sunglasses are mouths and beneath that scarf is an eyeball, it's likely that the Jesus critic is the primary agent, the clergyman, responsible for this particular scheme of the trespasser. The converts are working under that have been involved in this are working under him. The Craven Images are working under him. He's been playing the long game to stoke this bizarre Christian trend in Melody's artwork and stoke this obsession with depictions of the Messiah and tying the Messiah to art. He is the mastermind.
So what does that have to do with Karen?
He's
Like,
trying
is
to
she
get her
a
to
trap
make
or is she his last chance?
All the other people on your list are either dead, and their Craven Images dead, or with the announcement of the new news, they've given up on their Christ art projects and done things more, are working on things that mean more to them. Because you didn't have very many true believers left on the list. You had people who were doing it because, well, it's what works for the art fair, and I need the fucking clout. The only one who still believes is Karen. She's the last person, and she's making a very big piece of artwork. And she's still trying to wrangle people for a very big piece of artwork. So it seemed for this scheme to work, Karen's art project is the only one they've got that the Jesus critic has to bank on to make the scheme pull off. If it doesn't work, then the Jesus critic needs to hitch a ride out of town. And there are other places where ley lines intersect. There are other towns that might have a very passionate population that believes in Messiah figures. There are other towns that could have art fairs.
So
the Jesus critic has you in a catch-22. You can chase him down and try and catch him, but then Karen might make his plan succeed anyway.
Okay.
You could try and stop Karen, but then the Jesus critic might escape.
So
okay.
So the description and where he was running, that would be a good idea for the rest of the group to go stop, and then we can figure out where they are after we stop Karen, and then we can get them both.
Is there...
Kaiko feels backed into a corner in regards to Pet 22.
We need to take care of Karen first to save the children, but you guys... Ooh. Does Zoe see a athletic-looking person nearby?
Nora, I'm doing a thing.
So was I. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Kaiko is going to get a non-burner phone with a certain phone number. She breathes in, text, I don't know how to say this, Dei-chan, but I might need your help with someone. She's sending a call to her sister.
Okay. Do I have to roleplay that?
No.
Okay.
Alright, do I see a very athletic-looking person nearby?
No.
Damn it.
We're in the rich people's place. I doubt it.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, a lot of the houses don't have their cars in their driveways.
Oh, they're all going to the church with the kids.
No, they're all in jail.
Because they went on a protest that turned into a riot.
Right.
And got disarmed by fucking LARPers.
They're all in fucking jail.
After a dragon chewed them out for false zealotry.
Is there anybody nearby?
Hey, Suki, is that Zoe outside?
Oh, wait, you live there.
Is it Suki outside?
Is
Or
that
no?
Zoe? Celia waves through the window.
Zoe
Oh,
waves
hey.
her. Oh, Zoe like frantically waves for her to come outside.
Oh yeah, I forgot she
Celia
lives
does
here.
so.
Yeah, same here.
No time to explain. Jesus Critic. Oh, you can look at the text message. Jesus Critic ran that way. Chase him down. With not by yourself though. He's a what are they called again?
Clergyman.
He's a clergyman. He's the clergyman.
Okay, why do I have to chase him down though?
Because he's going to escape.
Hmm. He escapes and he'll do this. He'll find another town to do this again. Get him.
Okay. Come
Okay.
on, Suki.
You get a head start. I'll get the bike started.
Celia takes a deep breath and then just charges in the direction you pointed.
Do you guys text the group chat of what area you think this guy's headed to?
Yeah, we saw him running that way.
Okay, so Isaac, the guy is heading westward. So towards the forest and mountain area of town. You could probably make a good guess as, yeah.
He's heading for the sigil.
Yeah, you could probably get a good guess on where he's heading.
Yeah, no, it's just west is desert.
Yeah, but also west of the rich people town is the.
Right. Okay.
I just was in a car.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't seen him turn south yet because there's kind of some buildings in the way.
What up, Isaac?
Yeah, I'll try to cut him off, I guess.
Be safe.
Go, young Isaac, go.
All right, group, you get to the Hatstall place.
Mhm.
At the group was going to the Hatstall place. You get there at roughly, I'm gonna say 12:50 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
It's deserted. There's no car there.
Great, teleport us to the church. No, like that could cause us a big delay if something happens in between here and there.
Teleport, teleport, teleport. No, wait, no,
Well-
we have very limited time. We can't stop to do some weird bullshit.
Yeah. Alright, guys, this part of town is deserted, right?
Right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you cut through the yards, you should be able to get straight to the revival life. It's not like there's going to be rich people to tell you no.
Yeah, it's not very far.
Just
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
Hold
onwards.
Hold on. Is Lauren Tempor's car there?
Who?
Dr. Lauren Tempor.
Who?
Yeah, probably.
Because she's basically the head librarian of the.
Although she might be at the library doing her job.
That's fair.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm gonna say she is. She is at the library doing her job.
Yeah.
Let's cut through all of the yards to revival life.
Mm-hmm. Onwards. Yeet.
I'm fucking booking it.
Yeah, going as fast as possible.
As you guys cut through Karen Hasdall's yard, you see a man walking up to her yard with his dog, and he makes sure his dog shits on her yard before going his merry way.
Who is that?
One of her neighbors.
Zoe salutes him as she runs.
I imagine it's Roxy's dad.
Oh wait a minute. 5. Plus charm. Beat. Okay, Zoe looks him in the eyes and says, "You didn't see us!"
Alright.
And goes.
I don't.
And I rolled an 8 on my mental dominion, so that was a hold of 1.
I don't think you would need
He did
to.
not see us.
Yeah. I don't think he would care.
I don't know.
Zoe, he had his dog shit on Karen's lawn.
Mutually assured destruction.
He's a rich dude. I don't think he gives a shit about us. Fair enough. I answered my own question there.
Yeah. Anyway.
You're in CS now anyway.
Alright, so we're freaking booking it to the church.
Mhm.
Are we sure she's gonna be there? Well, I mean, she's gonna be there at 3 at least, so.
Alright. Make it to the church at about 1:20.
Mhm.
Revive a life.
Bless you.
Bless
God
you.
bless me. Revive a life
Irony.
is the size of a shopping mall. Maybe a small shopping mall, but it's the size of a shopping mall. There are like 5 different entrances. It's huge fucking parking lot. It does not really look like a church. It looks like a shopping mall. Where are you heading?
TT.
Yeah?
Would Drake have an idea of where to head?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Drake would go that way. Come on.
You go in the
Been
main
doing
entrance, and Drake leads you all through, and he finds the room that Karen Hasselhoff has used in her studio, and the 3 of you enter, and she is there frantically trying to put everything together for this giant, life-size nativity scene, tribute to the Bible. There's people being raptured, and Adam and Eve sculptures, and it's and a wall for people to put their Jesus things. Everything is unfinished. Her hair is frazzled. She is clearly stressed, trying to put this together. And when you 3 enter, her head swivels around almost with like an audible like.
Ooh. Hey, excuse me, ma'am. Good morning. You're just the person I was looking for.
Who the fuck are you?
Well, you see, I have come, okay, rolling mental dominion, 8 plus 3 charm, which is 11.
11.
Which is a hold of, okay, when you gaze into a normal human's eyes and exert your will over them, roll plus charm, a 10 plus, hold 3, okay. You may spend your hold to give them an order. Regular people will follow your order, whatever it is. Hunters can choose whether they do it or not. If they do it, they mark experience. She looks her in the eyes. Come to tell you to stop this project.
And what'd you roll?
11, which means I have 3 orders I can give her.
Okay. And she looks at her shaking hands and looks at the not even half finished just collection of shit that she doesn't even think is good to look at. Just this tacky collection of bullshit, this dramatic expression that has nothing even really to do with her, and she's like, all right.
You need to tell the kids not to come in.
Yeah.
It's 2. Got 1 more.
Tell her to go home and go to sleep for the next 24 hours.
Go home. Make sure nobody comes here. And go sleep. This isn't worth it.
You're right. Nothing's gonna cover up the stain that she left.
Oh god. My face twitches.
And in fucking Citizen Kane worthy burst of fury, she rips down her entire project, tearing it apart with a level of violence and thoroughness that makes you all back out of the doorway a bit.
Drake pulls out a.
And then she furiously texts on Facebook for everyone to quit. This is all worthless. That none of this is going to come together. But she can't deal with this. And she storms past you and goes in and leaves the church.
Drake pulls out a thing of Ecto Cooler and drinks it. Ah, that worked well.
Collapses against the wall. Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
I hated
Wow.
that. I hated that. Ugh.
Let's go beat up a Jesus guy. Come on.
Oh, session title.
Jake, you're right. We need to. I need a second. I need a minute.
Zoe, that was
Yeah,
it's a little scary. I'm not gonna lie, but
I know.
you
I know,
saved a bunch of children, so you
I
know.
know. I don't like it. I don't like that I had to do that.
That's fine, Zoe. I know.
I don't want to be able to get in people's heads and tell them what to do.
I mean, Zoe, I'm gonna be honest here. The next resort was me killing her.
You wouldn't really have killed her.
Oh yeah, I would have.
Okay.
There was a
Alright.
there was a boatload of children coming in here, and they were about to be turned into that.
I don't want to do that again.
Drake pats her back.
Let's hope we don't have to. Now, where's that fucker going?
Hey, guys, where's that fucker going, Celia Pet?
We already told you. It's in the text message chain.
He pointed in a direction, and I started running in it.
Just had to check the text chain.
Hal's gonna text Isaac directly and ask him where he thinks he's going, because he's, he's magic now. I don't know how that. Hal doesn't know how that works.
Isaac would just respond back going, pretty sure he's trying to escape through the portal. Little circle.
Okay.
Can you guys give me where that portal was?
Yeah, I can give you a general description of the place.
Kaiko's going to DM Isaac. Do you have the book?
Yep. It's a meeting, and I think I found what we need, but it's not going to be like just a point and cast. This is going to take some preparation to close the portal.
Then we need to keep them.
You need to keep him here.
Yeah.
Kaiko's DMs. I'll help. We can get there quickly if we ask for certain help.
The portal. I know we know where that is, right?
Yeah, you would know. You were there.
Okay. Guys, I'm gonna make this quicker. Celia takes out that can of spray paint she got, and she spray paints this symbol on the ground.
Okay. Am I missing something?
Is it a fast travel symbol from a game?
Hold on.
No, it's
It's
Mothra.
like water running down a drain.
Okay. Alright. So you make the symbol for Mothra.
Now I just gotta wait for Ivora.
I mean,
Alright. You all feel your ears pop.
Oh fuck!
And you close your eyes reflexively. When you open them, the sky is purple. Celia, there's a very strong wind blowing around you in a cyclone fashion. You see the clouds swirling above you, and emerging from them with like a 100-foot wingspan
Fuck.
is Ivora as the beast of sky.
Ivora, he's a guy getting away. Gotta catch him. The portal.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Suki's just like, you know what? I think she's got a handle on this. I'm on my she's on her motorcycle following the dude. Like, the road's gonna be longer, but god damn it, I gotta
Need
get
a
there.
lift.
Have I drawn her beast of... I don't have a drawing of her beast of sky form. I should do that sometime.
You should.
Ivora nods, and she lands as easily as she can, folding up her wings and lying with one of her wings forming a rough ramp for you to climb up.
Celia scurries up it.
Isaac, there's no longer traffic.
Nice.
Would Kaiko realize it's a witching
Yeah,
hour?
you realize it's a witching hour. You feel it. You're attuned to that shit.
Kaiko tries to get in contact with Julie. Kaiko would try to. Julie's at work, so.
Julie replies in the text chain. So one of those witching hour things is happening, right? I felt my ears pop, and now I'm alone in here.
Oh god, that's creepy. We need to get to where the sigil was, like, now.
We stopped your mom, so now
Okay, this is a really weird petty request, but like if the witching hour stops mid-battle, can we immediately start it back up again so I can return to my workplace without looking like I just disappeared mid-sentence?
Oh, that's right. Do you...
It
Can you
definitely really
leave?
has it all.
Question mark?
I mean, yeah, I can walk out of here. I'll probably see that fucking lumberjack again, given my luck, but I would just also like to be back here when things go back to normal. Otherwise, it's going to be really weird.
I guess we could ask Ivor.
Kaiko is going to actually go to her newest roommate. Kami,
The dragon?
Yep, Kami Ryu.
I thought it was Ryukami.
I'm calling him Kami Ryu because everyone's shortening it to Ryuk, and he's too much of a good boy to be compared.
I mean, I think Ryuk's the best boy, but that's fair.
Yeah, but Ryuk starts shit. He's more of a pure boy.
Fair.
Okay.
He doesn't have the
He
shit starter energy.
What's that, Sam?
Well, I think he ate the head of Isaac's predecessor.
Spindle, it has it coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Spindle, that is true.
Yeah.
And to be fair, they were probably trying to capture him alive so they could vivisect him. I think he's got a just cause there.
I think was right about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
true.
ask him if he can to give her a ride to pick up Julie at the radio station.
He nods.
and Kaiko gives him some food.
Mm-hmm.
Actual food.
Can I try something?
Yeah?
Well, since Isaac knows probably what the Jesus critic is doing, he's going to try to jinx it again.
No, yeah, do it.
To, let's see, roll weird. 5, 4 plus 1, 10. So, on a jinx 10, I get hold 2. And I'm going to interfere with what a monster, minion, or bystander is doing, and I want to hinder it. I want to stop it from getting to the portal fast.
Awesome. Okay, you feel your scar on your chest. You feel a sharp pain in it, as if it's been pulled tight. And then you get the distinct impression, like almost a vision, of the Jesus critic running towards the woods, tripping over an errant piece of cement on the sidewalk, and just beefing it hardcore. like to the point where, like, when he stands back up, he's limping because his knee has been, like, majorly fucking scraped.
Oh, nice.
The sidewalk hole.
I guess that would be my other hold. I can inflict 1 harm to the target due to an accident.
I also want to ask, you got the book last night, and you had some time today.
Isaac hasn't slept.
Oh.
Did you work on preparing that spell you wanted to try?
If I was allowed to.
I'm gonna give you that because we have an abbreviated amount of time here, and because I want things that are foreshadowed to have payoff. Yeah, I know that if theoretically someone who played Monster of the Week was listening, they'd be like, "That's bullshit, DM. Fuck you." And also, I'm called the Keeper. Take that, hypothetical straw man. I win. Fatality. Toasty! Okay, so,
Dramatic finish.
so, the plus side is there are enough places that sell. There are enough places that cater to witchy types of people in Melody, especially now that you know the
Isaac would have
sameness.
gone to Oren.
Yeah,
Oh.
you got the ingredients you needed. Like probably at like 7 a.m. even before all the shit went down. You made your circle. You've got it on a piece of parchment. And you just have to cast it within range of the circle that you want to fuck with. I'm assuming you're driving with it. And I'm assuming now since the way is clear, you are driving towards the woods to try and get as quickly, get to the summoning circle as quickly as possible.
Yep. Probably even taking some road paths that aren't even roads.
You are speeding, sir.
There's no cops in Offbeat and the Bewitched Melody.
Not unless Julie Prowler becomes a monster of the lake.
No,
I think if there are any cops who notice Bewitched Melody, they just go, nope, not dealing with that, and just wait for it to be over.
This isn't my jurisdiction.
This shit again. Well, time to wait it out.
Not on my salary.
The only cop I think that's active is the mall cop.
We don't talk about him.
I mean, the cops in Melody, for the most part, are competent. With a couple of exceptions. They're just competent at doing what you would want a cop to do, which is not hunting supernatural monsters.
Yeah.
Drake. Oh, sorry.
No, he was just gonna turn to either Drake or Zoe and go, "Can you? You can
fly us there.
You can fly. Can you drop me off at the house?
At the house?
Yeah, just drop me off."
Okay.
And while you two, oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Drake. All right. While you two do that, I'm going to teleport there, and Drake does so.
Okay. Zoe sheds out of her skin, wraps herself around Hal, and grips onto him with all four hands because Hal is big. And she takes off towards the house.
All right.
This fucking
High up in the air.
As you're all flying, you see converging from directions. I mean, for Kaiko and Julie, there's fucking Mothra in the sky. And Zoe and Hal, you see Mothra and a fucking satanic dragon. And as you all converge together towards Hal's house, you see Isaac's, try.
Drake teleported to the sigil, by the way.
Right to the sigil?
By yourself?
Around the sigil, not right to it.
Alright.
Land right in the middle of it.
There are 20 converts standing on the edge of the circle. In a circle themselves, holding hands, and just swaying back and forth as they look outwards, waiting for their clergyman.
Ah, it's this asshole again. What the fuck? Oi! Assholes 1 through 15, what up?
They look at you, but they don't respond.
Okay, gotta wait for the clergyman. And Drake will wait there until the clergyman, or just in case the clergyman gets there.
Do we spy him yet?
You guys are converging at Hal's house.
Yes.
That is the first stop. Because, the path is off-road through the fucking woods. from Hal's house.
Yeah, more or less. So you could just immediately like dump the bike in the yard. And just
Hey,
be like,
guys!
alright, colt hunting time, Cox rifle.
Hey guys, I'm dropping hell off here though.
This giant fucking moth, like hovers above the house and lowers one of its wings so Celia and Suki can slide down Flintstone style.
He just looks up and like, holy shit, she's so big.
Thanks, Evora.
Hey, wait, that's Ivora?
She
That's
nods
not
before
Mothra
flying
Jim?
off.
What the fuck?
That was awesome, Navarra!
So,
Hal books it down into the basement.
surprised that Hora didn't ask for a favor.
You might later. We'll see. What was that?
I don't know if she has a mouth, man. She's a moth.
Hal
She
books it
does,
down
she
the
does.
stairs of the basement.
Oh.
Goes directly into his mother's bunker. Turns the lights on and looks at the thing standing in there. Fucking giant mech suit. And goes, I guess you're gonna get used after all.
Alright.
Oh shit.
Mech suit provides armor of 7.
Oh fuck.
Odd.
Its fists do 5 harm.
Jesus.
God.
It has adapters where you can modify you can modify its fists to give certain things, but you don't have those adapters on you at the moment, and you wouldn't know which to use, so you're just going to use it in base form if that's all right.
That's fine. I just wanted to know what it could do. I'm just putting that down there so I remember it.
Yep.
Okay.
In its base form, its punches do 5 harm, and it gives you 7 armor.
Fuck.
Seven
well, he's
armor,
doing
Jesus
that.
Christ.
It's a giant robot suit. You're wearing a tank.
Well, Hal's doing that. I'm running to where Chuck is.
He is also in the basement.
Okay.
He is smiling as he is working on his Slurpee machine. The work seems to be going well.
Chuck,
Hmm?
are you available to fight a thing?
Looks at his machine, looks at you, is like,
If you can't, I see it's a work in progress. If you can't stop it right now, I totally understand.
he reconfigures it into like his full body armor mode as opposed to his working on it mode where he's in a slightly more thin armored suit, and converts the Slurpee part into its Gatling gun formation. He's like, yeah, I can.
No, you sure?
Mm-hmm.
So you're in the midst of working on it. It's kind of I don't know if that leaves it in a delicate state.
Almost done.
All right. There's these things called the clergymen in the woods that we need to stop.
Okay. I remember them.
Yeah, you do? Oh yeah, you were with us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go.
It's about this time that something opens up in the backyard and everybody standing out there sees Hal come around in a giant 80s mech suit.
Yeah, your mom's working on her sculpture and she sees you go out in the mech suit. She's like, it's good that it's finally getting used.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, this has to be a dream. This is where I draw the line.
Zoe calls for aid, and Chuck listens.
Alright,
As if he wouldn't.
let's fucking go.
Ow, what the fuck?
Let's go kill some cultists. It's been a couple of weeks.
Okay, Hal, later, questions.
Moms.
Oh, shit, that makes sense.
Does it? Is it okay?
I mean, she turned the car alive, so... hi, Hal's mom!
Okay.
Alright. You guys ride fucking out?
We're riding out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just wanted to grab something that would, make it less likely that I would die.
It's fair.
So did you guys stop my mom without killing her?
Yeah.
I just read
Julie,
up the text chain.
Julie, okay. I talked to your mom.
Alright?
She gave up and went home.
She did?
How'd you pull
Yes.
that off?
I will tell you later. We have a bit of a thing we need to go do now.
Alright.
Literally looks visibly like, oh God, a little uncomfortable with this. Doesn't want to talk about it.
Jesus.
Let's go.
Alright, you guys travel along the woods, and eventually you join Drake on the outside of the rim. There are the converts waiting their clergymen.
Yeah,
Is
they
the
don't.
Jesus? Is the Jesus critic there?
He's not.
Mhm.
Oh.
And these guys don't even react. It's very unfortunate. They're brainless idiots.
Can they be saved?
Some of them look mildly annoyed by you saying that.
So,
Oh, you know it's
where is
true.
Isaac at this point?
All together, we have all converged and met together.
Isaac.
What do we need to do for you to, do your book thing?
Yeah, what do you need to get your spell thing working?
I still don't even think it should be my book. I don't know
It
why
is
she
your
gave
book.
it to me, but
I
We
mean,
can worry about
that
take it off
later.
your hands if you. I can hide it in
okay,
my book.
yes. Yeah, here, take it. But I do have one prepared. It should disrupt the portal, the circle. TT, I'm gonna guess this is gonna take like a minute to cast, is what?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like, I'm just gonna need, people not coming after me for a minute. I'm gonna need some protection, I guess.
And do cocks the rifle.
So are you all like forming a circle around Isaac?
Yes.
I think Tycho's gonna read a bad situation.
Alright.
That's
Do it.
a good idea, yeah.
That'd be a 10. Any dangers I haven't noticed yet?
Alright, cool. As you guys form a circle around Isaac, you see someone walking in the woods behind you, or rather limping.
You see
The
a-
Jesus critic walks up out of the woods, strolls past you guys, pats you specifically on the shoulder and says, "Good game," and starts heading towards the circle.
Can
no, he
Drake
does not.
go to tackle him?
Alright.
Alright. Do I need to roll anything?
Yeah,
for
you
that?
do. You need to roll
Okay.
kick some ass.
Okay. Okay, we are. Oh, well. I got 14 on that.
I believe that means that you get to do some extra things in addition to, your normal harm.
Where are my options again?
Let me get the PDF up, which I should have had all along, but I didn't, because sometimes I'm a forgetful dumbass.
We all are in the best times.
Back into pressure. Best game mystery. Investigation. Alright. Your extra effects are either you gain the advantage, take one forward, or give one forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, so you add additional harm. You suffer less harm from any counterattack, -1 harm. You force them where you want them.
Okay. And I get like a whole of 3, correct?
No.
Okay.
You on 10 plus, you gain an additional effect. Either you gain the advantage, which means that you take one forward or give one forward to another hunter. You
Okay.
inflict terrible harm, so you do additional harm. You suffer less harm from any counterattack, because there's almost always a counterattack when you attack somebody. Or you force them where you want them.
I force them where I want them.
Where do you want them?
Basically as far away from the circle as I can get.
Alright.
Once he does that, Celia would like to roll to hit him with her sword.
Okay. So, Isaac, you not only tackle the Jesus critic, but sort of throw him into a tree, which he hits. And as he does, his sunglasses bend a little bit. He sighs, and one of his arms stretches out like a fucking noodle, and slaps you for 3 harm.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ugh.
I'm fine. That's only a 1. I had my ecto cooler armor up.
And I rolled a 12 to kick some ass.
Alright. Same rules for you apply.
The spell is to close the portal. So this
Yes.
is so we are holding the distraction.
We're
Okay,
distraction.
I'm going to inflict terrible harm. So that's 5 total.
Damn. Alright. You run in while he's slapping Drake, and before he can stop you, you slash him in the chest, cutting through his scarf and also, slashing his fucking chest. And purple ichor spills out of the wound. And he, annoyed, lashes out with his other hand and hits you for 3 harm.
Oh, fuck.
Well, 1 harm.
Okay. I would also like to roll kick some ass once
Well,
everybody's...
before you do, he stands up, his shirt beginning to fall off his body, his scarf falling to reveal the one big eye in his mouth.
You're kind of crackling, TT.
Yeah.
Sorry. He stands up before anything else can happen. His shirt is beginning to fall off his chest. His scarf unravels and reveals the eye in his mouth. He takes off his glasses to reveal the mouths in his eye sockets. He says, "All right, if we must do it this way." And his body twists and contorts. Extra arms emerge from his shoulders. All of them stringy and long. His pant legs deflate as if the legs have just disappeared into him. And a huge bulbous body bursts from his already torn shirt, a slash on it. And the giant, misshapen torso dangling under his arms, which now carry him aloft, just suddenly blooms with extra eyes and mouths. All right, then, he says in stereo from his 2 mouths. If we must, give it your all.
I still have 2 holds of read about situation.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dangers we haven't noticed yet again to make sure.
None. I'm pretty sure you noticed what's going on. There's the summoning circle. There's the Jesus critic.
And so the other holds are best way in, best way out, best way to protect the victims.
Yep.
Any other I'm forgetting?
Probably, but I'm going to suggest that you just save that one, Chief.
Alrighty then. Yeah. Jacko feels really useless right now.
You have a gun, don't you?
And your ghost fire.
Oh, she doesn't want to use the ghost fire. The ghost fire.
Yeah,
The
the
ghost-
ghost fire that advances my I'm going to
Death.
die.
Yeah.
True, but this isn't a ghost for it to consume, so it wouldn't be as bad as it would have been
No,
last
but
time.
it is an extra dimensional entity who might convert to ghost fire.
Do you have a gun?
Well, not only does 2 harm.
Oh, wait! How much does an AK-47 do again?
3.
Okay. I have an AK-47 you can have.
It's something.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's nothing.
What?
Kaiko just hold back to hold on. I'm gonna roll protect some.
Yeah, which is what, it's just a valuable thing you can do because Isaac is how we keep this thing from escaping.
Okay, I'm gonna. And Kaiko has a -1 to tough, so here we go. Hold on, wait. That's a 10 put down to a 9.
Still pretty
It
good.
has a -1.
Yeah.
What does that? This is the first time I ever used protect someone, so
Well, let me scroll to it because it's somewhere on here. Dares text me while I'm in the middle of a thing. Is that before? Nope. Okay, basically. Scrolling through a PDF. I'm guessing protect someone is help out.
it's under tough.
Okay, here. Okay. When you on a success 7 or more, you protect them okay, but you suffer. If you get a 10 plus, you get to choose an extra, which is you suffer little harm. All impending dangers now focus on. But you got a 9, so you protect them okay, but you'll suffer some or all of the harm they were going to get when something attacks them.
Oof.
Julie's doing the same.
I'd like Suki to do the same if that would help.
So does that give me a +1?
And Monosyllabic is doing the same while also pointing his Gatling gun at those who have become, in case they try something.
I got a 13.
Excellent. So what happens if you get above a 10 is you suffer little harm, so -1 harm. All impending danger is now focused on you. You can inflict harm on the enemy, or you can hold the enemy back.
I would like to hold the enemy back.
Okay. So while all of you are stacking that shit, those who become look and they're waiting to see whether the Jesus Critic will command them into battle, and because of that, none of them happen to be looking up when the first Hellfire ball falls down and vaporizes 2 of them. And you see
Nice.
flying above is the Devil Dragon, providing air support.
I imagine he's circling around the room because he knows better.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He's not landing. He's just blowing them up with ghost fireballs.
Air strikes. Also, is his ghost fire similar to Kaiko's in color?
It's the same.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. All right.
I have the dumbest idea I've ever had.
Do it,
Okay.
do it, do it, do it.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Okay, I need to ask. I would ask Kaiko because she would be the one that would probably know. So he yells over at Kaiko and goes, "Is this the only place that this thing can leave from?"
Would I know the answer to that?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Probably. Okay. he rushes over to the Jesus Critic, what it's become now, and looks like he's gonna rear back and punch it with the robot.
Mm-hmm.
But then instead, it looks like something like some sort of light leaks out through all the cracks in the robot, and he's going to use the brand new thing that he got from leveling up. He rolled a 10, but that's plus weird, so that is 11.
Okay. You may banish a natural creature from your presence.
Oh.
Alright. Cool. So you can move him.
I can move him
Elsewhere.
farther, yeah. I
So
don't
where
know
do you
if...
want him to move?
I want him
I'm
to...
going to say it is limited to this plane of existence.
Yeah, I'm not going to take him out of this plane of existence. I'm just going to make sure that he can't get to the portal before Isaac is done.
So where do you want him to go? Like somewhere in Melody. Where do you want him to end up being teleported to?
In Big Mel's face.
In Big Mel's face.
All right.
Okay, what were you about to say?
Blinks,
I
and
was
he's
going
gone.
to suggest, maybe like 2 miles up.
It's pretty high, though. He's still in Big Mel's face, and he's going to take some damage either way.
Okay. He blinks and he's gone. The Jesus Critic is out of the situation.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there a meanwhile?
Yes, there will be.
So Hal,
So
like,
weird.
stops.
What did you do?
Hal stops with his robot fist up, and he goes, I don't know.
Is he
How do you?
dead?
I don't know that either.
Those who become stand there paralyzed, not sure what to do, as the Devil Dragon continues to take them out one by one until they're gone.
What?
Yeah, the Devil Dragon slaughters them all.
Oh.
Nice.
I was gonna say
20 converts, all atomized. Isaac, your spell's ready. You want to do it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So the whole time Isaac's been doing whatever little ritual he needs to, and it takes something he grabbed from Oren, and it is looks like a shiv, little scrap metal sharpened into a knife, but it is actually a needle, and he reaches out with a glove a leather glove, grabs the circle and slices through the circle, cutting the thread.
There is a flash of purple light from the runes of the circle, which light a flame.
I guess I should roll.
Can I do assist?
No, you prepared. You prepared.
Well,
The Book of
that's
Magic.
hilarious because I actually rolled a
Magic
double
requires-
six.
The Book of Magic requires preparation. I'm not going to do rolls for it. It just means that you have to have a period of time where you gather materials and cast a spell. Like that is the limitation. You can't just quick, like on the spot, cast a spell out of this book. It takes like a couple of hours to prepare. The portal bursts into flame, and soon there is nothing but scorched earth where it was. You have destroyed the portal that those who became were creating. You did it!
Yeah.
Where is the critic?
What did you do to him?
Everything's still and quiet. Monosyllabic Chuck looks at his Slurpee Gatling gun and notices that there's a vibration in the syrup chamber. The water is going.
Oh.
And you start to hear the footsteps.
Hide!
We should hide, yeah.
You look over the tree line and see the form of a large metal lumberjack with an eye in its mouth and two eyes in its eye sockets.
I knew that was going to have consequences.
Wait.
Boss
An
fight,
eye in its-
second stage.
What?
okay.
What?
Big Mel has become.
Oh, I thought you were doing a thing where you said an eye in its mouth and two eyes in its sockets, and I'm like, oh, that's all that's left of him. I thought you.
Boss fight, second
Well, I didn't
stage.
think we would be dealing with Big Bell immediately.
Yeah.
Holy shit! You want that AK-47, Keiko?
Perched on top of Big Mel's head is the Jesus Critic, his arms all gripping tightly on his beanie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you won't come willingly, he says, as Big Mel lifts up his arms and is about to do like a fucking haymaker on the ground where you all are. Act under pressure.
Okay.
11.
Pressure is cool. Okay.
Oh, Suki, you beautiful person. 10.
10.
Hold on.
Two.
Hold on. Hold on.
Two.
Remember, you can burn a luck point.
I can.
I got a 14 again.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn a luck point and not fail that horribly.
Awesome.
Ugh.
Awesome talking.
Ow, I have 3 of these now. But I do have
Okay, so you're burning a luck point to not fail it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want to get
So
hit
you were all
by
trying
Big
to
Mel.
scatter before his fists hit the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Zoe's the only one who failed?
I
She
used
burned
my
a
luck
luck point, so
point,
she succeeds.
Yeah, but yeah, she succeeds, but I have to give her a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay.
Oh. Okay.
I thought
Worst
if you burn a luck
outcome,
point, that
a
doesn't help.
price to pay, or what?
think
Or
that's-
a hard choice. I'm gonna let you have a choice on that. I'm gonna let you choose which one of these you get.
Okay. Price to pay.
Yeah, luck points,
So did
like,
I thought,
nix
I
that.
thought luck points
Yeah,
negated
luck points
higher.
give you a 12.
Oh, they give you a 12. Okay, then yeah,
Yeah.
then you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
You all scatter and get out of the way perfectly. Good job, you. As Big Mel's fists smash into the ground where you were and make like a small fucking impact crater.
Wait, a
Oh my
6
God.
succeeds?
Oh,
Wait,
sorry.
almost six?
Celia failed.
I was actually going to ask. I have the leave no one behind, which I can roll
Well,
sharp.
Just 1 second. Celia, do you want to fail or do you want to burn a luck point?
I'll go ahead and fail.
I
Okay.
mean, it's like you might fucking die.
Isaac,
Yeah.
what's your no leave no one behind?
Leave no one behind. In combat, when you help someone escape, roll sharp. 10 plus, you get them out clean. 790, you either get them out or suffer no harm. On miss, you fail to get them out, and you've attracted hostile attention. So, 5, 4 plus 1. That's a 9. No,
Okay.
10.
So you went through that fast. What does the 10 mean?
Sorry, I get them out clean. 10 plus.
All right, you save Celia. Awesome. There's a huge impact crater. Big Mel lifts up his arms again. He's ready for another attack.
Kaiko's gonna bites her some, and she's gonna roll double whammy to use her ghost fire on the beanie. That's a 12.
Okay.
And for my bonus kick to mass, I want them where he wants him. I want him off of Big Mel.
Okay.
Want to burn him off.
All right. You do some significant damage, and you knock him off Big
Oh,
Mel.
that's horrible.
You see the Jesus critic fall, back behind you, and as he does, Big Mel covers his face, and a horrible metallic screech emits from him, like the sound of like fucking metal girders shearing and snapping under weight. And when he pulls his hands back, his normal face is there.
Okay.
Oh dear.
He's still here?
Big Mel, his head turns from side to side, and he's like, where? And he finds the Jesus critic lying on the ground, and lifts up one of his massive legs, and stamps on him like a person trying to kill a spider. You hear the sound of bones snapping, you see purple blood splatter against the trees, and soon there's nothing left on the ground but a purple smear.
Run now, run now.
Run now. Who can't move very quickly?
Big Mel turns his head to look at all of you.
Who has the stop button?
Oh.
And he
Isaac
grins
claps
and
it.
says,
Oh.
Next time.
Isaac wants the stop button.
Fuck you, Metal Man. I'll see you in the boxing ring.
He says next time, and then you hit the stop button, and Mel is gone, and the world is unbewitched. And Julie's like, oh, well, I mean, I guess it saved us, but, I'm very far from where I was before the witching hour started, so...
I could fly
Okay.
you. I could fly you there.
Alright.
Daytime, and there's a lot of people out on the streets because of the
Yeah,
riot.
it's true.
My motor.
They did see me in the booth, so...
You
All right.
stepped out to go pee. It's fine.
Yeah, you just left to go to the bathroom and they didn't see you.
Yeah, okay.
What's that?
Well, you could say it's Shark Week.
Oh, it's true. No one's gonna question you there.
Yeah.
I don't get the joke.
You're on your period.
Oh! Yeah.
I was a little like, really?
Yeah, why didn't anyone warn me that they were like that?
What? When you that what was like what?
Hal's gonna go over to the corpse is still there.
Yeah.
He's gonna go over and make sure that it's actually a corpse.
When you go over to the purple smear on the ground, it's fetid. It smells awful. And most of it looks like just an indeterminate pulped mass of flesh. But as you go over, some of the pulp writhes, and you do see an eye and two mouths roughly in position, smeared in their own purple blood. It's like, well, you won this time.
Wouldn't Isaac want a sample?
Hey, so you got the sword, right? Fixed?
Yeah, unsheathes it and just kind of presses
Burn
it
it.
around like a spatula.
Although I did see, I did not have time to prepare it, but I did see there's a spell of containment.
Oh god, it's sticking. It's sticking.
Yeah.
That's what you get for coming to my turf again, asshole.
Oh, you think it's yours?
Not yours.
Not yet.
I'll fight you every step of the way, jackass.
You can't kill me in any way that matters.
You must. I am already.
Can I try to eat him, TT?
There's no spirit to consume.
Dang it. Okay. It was worth the shot.
I mean,
You can just keep
Kaiko,
killing
do
you
you-
and killing you and killing you.
Mm-hmm.
Kaiko, do you think you could burn it? I don't want to ask you to do something you don't want to do,
I'm going to
but
burn my last read a bad situation to see if that's a good idea.
Burning it would make sure, without a doubt, that it's dead. You don't come back from being burned with ghost fire.
Would it?
I mean, we could ask Ryu if we want.
Really?
If you,
Yeah. Kaiko could ask the Devil Dragon.
Kaiko is going. I'll do it. Kaiko says that she's trying to control her ghost fire to try to. Like, she doesn't have a better moment to, like, try to do a control burn.
Mm-hmm. Alright, roll that beautiful bean footage.
That's a 10 on weird. Well, that's more of a. That's actually a not a 7 on weird, but with my plus 3, that's a 10.
Alright. So what skill is this that we are using specifically?
We're using just a double wham. I think for mechanically we're using the big whammy, which is World Weird plus tough.
And what's the victory of that?
Yeah, when you use kicks and mass, it's a
Okay.
kicks and mass roll, but I use weird instead of tough.
All right, so we're gonna say they do essentially. Well, we're coup de grace-ing it, so yeah. Jesus Critic closes his eye and smiles as serenely as he can with his two mouths as you immolate his pulped remains and destroy them so utterly that nothing of it remains. The ground itself is charred black and dead.
Is it over?
For now, probably.
From everything we've heard about this, I think it's always going to be for now.
Fucking jackass, that one.
Anyways, let's get Julie back to her work so she doesn't get fired.
Yeah,
let's do that.
Yeah.
Should
You
I
guys
fly
teleport with
there?
Drake all the time. Should we try that?
Look,
if we're feeling lucky,
If you
the
want.
needle might be an interesting variable.
Weird.
What?
Can Kaiko assist with plus weird?
Well, there's no assistance of Drake's teleportation. That's just me fucking with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think history should show that's a bad idea.
I think it's just like the needle might be an interesting variable, and that might cause a snarl, to use appropriate terminology.
All right, well, could someone drive me to the giant fucking roadblock then, and so I could walk back to work?
Or tell that Shark Week happened.
I mean, okay, I'm not sure how well that's going to display me disappearing mid-set
I mean,
in front of all my eyes, and not reappearing until, 40 minutes later. But all right.
Kaiko is going to DM Merkala, because she works there.
Oh, she got it.
Julie got called away in the middle of during a witching hour to deal with things. Could you do us a favor and cover for her why she suddenly went missing?
Yeah, all right.
Don't worry, Merkala's covering for you.
Okay.
If you'd like, you could just hop on the motorbike and I can weave through most of that traffic.
All right, I'm dating Kaiko, just so you're aware. I know what hopping on a motorbike means. Trying to get some squeeze play, I get you.
Wait, what?
What?
This
is stuff like
Suki and
what?
No, wait, what?
I drive a motorcycle, but okay.
Are we having two different conversations?
I think so.
Yes.
Okay, Suki's just gonna start making her way back to her bike.
All right. What are the rest of you doing?
I think that Kaiko is going to accompany them.
All right.
So Hal.
Yeah.
Mech?
What?
Mech suit?
I told you, it's Mom's.
That's still weird.
I mean,
Chuck has a mech suit.
we just saw an eyeball monster take over Big Mel and come to stomp us into the ground. Is this really the weirdest thing you've seen?
No, but still. I mean, okay, I'm a snake monster, so no, but I just a little off guard.
He just kind of looks at her like, and me, like, and he does the universal symbol for wiggly magic shit. Poofing it away like that wasn't weird.
I mean, that was also very weird, but you've also healed me when I've had broken bones.
It's just like, I don't know.
How? Everything else is weird magic shit. This is just like a robot suit. Like, I don't know if
This should be
Chucks is
the most normal
completely
thing.
robotic. It should be, but it's just messing with me.
This is
Meanwhile,
like
behind them, Monoslavic Chuck is giving the Slurpee to the Devil Dragon and petting it.
Aw.
Also, Kaiko is going to DM Orend.
Yeah.
By the way, the Devil Dragon's living at my house now.
Oh, neat. Can I come over sometime?
I mean, you're my boss, so probably.
Fair point.
I mean, you're my...
Drake also texts. Oh, sorry.
Go on.
Drake also texts Soren. Oh, we also drove back the Trespasser.
Cool. I'll make sure to give you guys a bonus.
Wait, Kaiko's like... Kaiko also replies, yeah, we might need to build more of a permanent residence near my house, but I might have some plans for that.
I'll try to shore up some funds if you need it.
That old bunker Indrid Cole blew up might be a good foundation to build off of.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's it? It's over?
No, we still have the art fair to deal with.
Yeah,
I
we
mean-
still got to make our art fair project.
And Cliff
Shit, you're
Howard.
right. We need to make our art project.
So basically, the 4 judges is someone from Spindle, Julie, Daisy Moonbeam,
And Carly Moss. Yes.
Did we just punch out Cthulhu?
No,
I
we
mean-
out it.
More or less.
Much harder.
That's
Punch
rude to
out-
Cthulhu, and you know it.
Meanwhile, Cthulhu talking off the rails. I feel offended.
Aw.
Just fucking vibing down here. Leave me alone.
It's a
Need my
figure of
coffee.
speech.
Quit hitting me in the head.
It's a figure of speech.
I'm just. Meanwhile, Neil was up in Narnia.
Narnia deserves it, though.
It does, yeah.
Okay, so Hal's gonna take the mech suit that he is conspicuously in and go back home and put it back.
Zoe is going
If
to
you,
escort Chuck back home, I guess.
yeah, if the 3 we go walking back, it'll just look like your art fair participants,
Oh.
or even LARPers.
Just put me in the art fair.
Yeah, what if you were our art project?
I don't know about
Everyone
that.
already saw a bunch of cosplayers already showed up. It's fine.
I mean, I would be judged fairly this time. But that's up to everybody else for what they want to do.
I mean, there's no reason we could paint the suit up before, deck it out and things, make it look simultaneously more fake and more artful.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be honest. I want to make something with you guys.
That's fair. Yeah, that'd be pretty neat.
I have the artistic
Oh, hell.
talents of a rock.
I have an idea for your mom on how to spruce up the mech suit for a costume idea. If she likes woodworking, make some bark and stuff, and that would make a good basis for a tree beard.
And she did make it, so it isn't fake. It is hers.
That might work, but
But yeah, that's for her. That's not for us.
Isaac's trying to distract himself from how he's going to have to explain to the CEO how he did not get a sample.
Wait,
And he's not going to tell him that he is the one who ordered the incineration.
I thought Celia picked up a piece for you with her sword.
I think Isaac pointedly
Oh, no,
did not
that
get a
is-
sample.
No, she pressed
Yeah, Isaac.
the blade into it like a spatula.
Trying to see if that would like burn it before Keiko took over.
Isaac's going a little rogue.
Fair enough.
I mean, you could just. Do you say that out loud, Isaac? Or are you just thinking that?
Oh no, he's just using it to himself.
Okay.
Because he knows he's got to call in to tell Wen eventually that crisis averted. So Wen can finally get some sleep as well. Oh, and that thought occurs to him. He's like, oh yeah, Hal.
Yeah?
Oh, this whole thing with the Weaver and seamstress bullshit. When I went to go check in with, my boss, Dr. Wen, I saw it looked like someone used scissors to give him a supernatural lobotomy. It looked like things were cut out of his mind.
Oh.
Wait, he got lobotomized? I mean, he got
You're
paralyzed?
driving off. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were all still together because we're still in the woods.
No,
You hopped on the bike.
I think by this point we've split up.
Okay. I thought we were still in the woods.
Yeah.
So the magical lobotomy, or
that's just what it visualized as. But
Ew.
I mean, I'm suspicious that Spindle is experimenting with these threads. I mean, come on, the name Spindle. It's
yeah, that
you weave threads with it.
It does make sense.
And I'm pretty sure Dr. Wen's doing something. From what he's leaked and what I've picked up around the office is they're experimenting with witching hours. Trying to make artificial ones? I don't know.
So, what you're saying is your boss was forced to do spindle things when he might have not chose to do that in the first place? Or that he's forgotten?
From what your mom and Oren and the rest have said from back then, it sounds like he tried to join thinking they would do, and Isaac seems kind of just like chagrined when he says this, and he's like, he thought he was doing good when he joined, but they took advantage of him.
Okay.
Like, they cut out the parts that weren't useful.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and he kind of like touches his chest. He's like, and unlike my encounter, they didn't have the courtesy of restitching him back together.
Spindle just keeps, sounding worse every time you say something about them.
Yeah, you want to know what's worse? I'm sure Keiko would like have a field day with this when she hears. But the fucking CEO, Orenberg himself, called me telling me to get a sample of the critic.
Oh boy, that's not
Specifically,
good.
he wanted a specimen.
Specifically, he wanted an intact specimen. But I think I can get off with saying that the dragon kind of took care of that. There was nothing to recover.
Yeah, that was something that happened. So even if they...
I might be able to pass it off as like a territorial dispute, but...
Even if they can somehow mess around in your brain, that is technically true if you spin it the right way. So, just, Isaac, and he goes to put a hand on your shoulder, realizes he's still in the mech suit, and goes, okay, never mind. Just, be careful.
Yeah, don't break my shoulder bone, please. My collarbone.
Be careful, right? We didn't really hang out a lot when we were growing up, but you're a good dude.
Aww.
I'm glad I'm getting to know you now.
Me too. I'm glad I came here.
Well, I suppose we should.
Me. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Like, I suppose I should get this thing off.
Yeah. And yes, Isaac did laugh when he called him a good person.
Aww. As those of you heading to Hal's house get there, Chuck and the Devil Dragon have been hissing at each other this whole time, not in an aggressive way, but in a friendly way, I guess.
Can I understand?
Conversational.
Just reptile things.
Can I understand it?
Zoe, I think while you have the ability to speak snake, you have not been taught snake language.
Fair. Ooh, snake language.
You know, I can physically speak Chinese. It does not mean that I know Chinese. So you can't understand it, no.
Okay.
Meanwhile, at the radio station, Suki, Kaiko, and Julie, you guys roll up to see everyone at the radio television station sitting in the parking lot while firefighters are entering the station.
Oh, hey, Makala's,
And Miranda Esper is actually talking to most of the people and keeping them calm and, you know, getting them all involved in the game while they wait to be readmitted to the building.
Makala, what's happening? Or Miranda, what's happening? Blech.
Julie sort of sidles into the crowd, kind of getting what's going on. And as it all happens, fireman comes out, it's like, alright, here's the problem. Someone burnt a waffle in the microwave. Yes, like that episode of The Office. Only it's a waffle instead of whatever the fuck it was in The Office. What was it, like grilled cheese? I don't remember.
Fucking Duplos.
Anyway, if you have a temp named Ryan, everyone make fun of him. Alright, we're out. Well, wasn't that fun? Let's see, are we all present and accounted for? And the radio station's like, oh, there's Julie. Julie, what happened? We kind of blinked out, just like, I went to the bathroom, like I asked you guys to during the commercial break. Oh, yeah, I'm in the fire alarm happened. Well, we better get back in there. We got to finish recording today's show. Or tomorrow's show. Yeah, alright. And everyone files into the station, and Miranda smiles and, you know, waits for everyone to file in, and sidles to you and to Kaiko and Suki. He's like, I just did a little psychic whammy and, you know, burnt a waffle.
Ah. Well, anyways, crisis averted for the whole town thing, so...
Oh, you stopped He Who Becomes.
Yes.
Oh, good on you.
Unexpected help from a giant evil lumberjack, but...
Big Mel was involved?
Hal teleported him somehow and ended up near Big Mel and tried to possess
Okay, you
him.
tell Hal never do that again. You don't fuck with Big Mel.
Yeah. So I burned him all. So you know, like the brain slugs in Futurama.
Yeah.
That way, well, apparently, you know the Jesus critic guy.
Yeah.
Well, apparently he was the vessel for, or the main clergyman of sorts for this go around, and well.
Okay.
He jumped on top of him like a brain slug and was possessing him, so I burned him off.
Wow, that's pretty ballsy.
And then he was stabbed to death with a boot.
That's good. I didn't know that it could possess
Yeah, that's good.
mundane thing.
That's good for future knowledge, I said.
Yeah. Oh, good to know this is all resolved. Hopefully there'll be less riots and spree shootings.
Yeah, I think we stopped.
Okay.
We think we stopped the former, but I think the latter, as long as Cliff Howard fans and the Christian right in town are in a tizzy.
Yeah.
As long as there are YouTubers, there shall be mass shootings.
Oh, jeez.
So we stopped. So Oh, I told Lauren this, but I also have the Devil Dragon sleeping on my house now.
Oh, that's sweet.
He's a real sweet boy.
He's a tragic sort of creature. Fellow abductee, she says as she starts heading into the building.
Oh.
Yeah. Kaiko says as she rubs her arm. You know how that's like. Thank you for your help.
Yeah. Well, thank you for keeping the town safe again.
Sorry for dragging other people into this, but
I mean, people get dragged. We would be dragged one way or the other. Better to keep everyone safe than get converted into weird eyeball mouth monsters.
True that. Also, hi, I'm Suki. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, yeah. You're new to the group?
Yes. I don't think I'm getting out of this, so yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how it feels like not having a choice in what happens.
It gets kind of magnetic. Well, good luck to y'all. I've got to go do my job, so...
Alright, have fun. I don't know who she is. She seems nice, though.
She was part of Oren's old group back in the 80s, and she is currently she is a goth monster movie public television host.
Oh, like Elvira. Nice.
Don't let her overhear you say that.
Good to know.
Kaiko's not sure if there's a thing there, but knowing other artists, like, oh yeah, you're just like this other person, it kind of makes artists and actors kind of upset.
Mm-hmm.
Kaiko's not sure, but she's making an educated guess.
That's fair.
Fair enough. Well, I guess I should go drop you back off at your house then, shouldn't I?
I'll just wait around here till she gets on.
Oh.
How long do you think they're going to be delayed though? Like maybe...
about an hour, maybe two.
Yeah.
It's kind of hot. You got a water bottle?
Yeah, and the Satanist meetup is down the street, so might as well touch bases there.
Look, fair enough. You have fun then. I better go make sure Celia's not.
As well as coordinate the new art fair stuff.
Well, have fun with that. I'm gonna go find out if Celia's okay, because that probably was the thing that she mentioned earlier that ate her legs, and that might be fucking with her right now.
Yeah, it almost ate Zoe too at one point.
I mean, has it almost not eaten anybody yet? Because
it hasn't ever saw me, so
It has eaten my little brother.
I'm just gonna go make sure she's okay now. You take care.
Yeah, I don't think Big Bell has ever actually seen Kaiko.
Mm-hmm.
She lit him on fire, but he didn't know where the fuck that came from. Also, when he saw the big ghost fire explosion, he's like, "Nope, fuck that." Not doing this today.
It was more of a slight sense of gratitude.
He did sort of save him, yeah.
Yeah, which is why he said, next time.
Even monsters have some semblance of twisted honor.
Yeah. Even Big Bell has a sense of honor, apparently.
He'll spare you today. But only
in the
today.
end.
Where is Celia amongst the group?
I imagine
In the woods
she's still
right
with Hal and the gang.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case,
So, back at Hal's house, Monosyllabic Chuck is now tinkering with his Slurpee machine in the front yard. The Devil Dragon is watching.
as is Zoe. So, like, what are you fixing? What was wrong with it?
Homing beacon.
Oh, so the other rattlesnakes can find you, and you can find them.
Yep.
Oh, well,
And he starts
Once-
pressing buttons, and the Slurpee machine starts changing configurations until a large satellite dish-like device emerges from the top, and it starts making a weird, musical, electronic, like, reverberating hiss.
oh,
Is it like a snake scent?
Like, if someone, did, fuck, what is that? An auto-tune snake hiss song.
oh.
Like if someone did to snake hisses what they do to Katy Perry to make her sound like she's singing, that's what it is.
Does it sound good to me?
Yeah, it sounds pretty.
Oh, is there meaning in that, Chuck?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Chuck's here. Please come.
Oh. So with this working, can you hear them now?
Nope.
Oh,
Well, I could if I wanted, but I need to tell him where I am first.
yeah, that's fair. Hey, Chuck,
No?
did you get any idea? Oh, like I said, I promised before I'd help you find them.
And he pats you on the back and says, "You helped."
Oh yeah, but like I'm not done helping. I said I'd help you, and I mean it.
This works. They'll find me.
Well, it's Melody. Things aren't usually that simple, you know?
You don't know rattlesnakes.
I mean, I know you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
Rattlesnake rule.
Hey,
He's smiling and looking up at the sky
Aw.
because he
Hey.
knows this is gonna work.
Aw. Hey, Chuck. She
Yeah.
whispers something into his ear.
Okay.
Let me message you this. Wherever you are. There you are. She whispers that into his ear. Or, you know.
Oh, you have to talk to Cobra Gunner.
Okay. I will.
Fucking Cobra Gunners.
Cobra Gunner. Is he talkative?
He's the boss.
Oh,
Cobra Gunner.
is he nice?
Yeah.
I look forward to meeting him.
Yeah.
Her like end of her tail's kind of happily wiggling around.
Yeah. And Chuck's just, he is smiling as much as a creature with a viper's facial features can smile.
Oh, can so that means something. And you were hissing at the devil dragon earlier. That like that's it's a language, right?
Yeah.
Could you show me how to do that?
You
I
don't
know
speak
it's not
snake?
gonna be. I don't know. I've only been a snake for like a month, I think. If
Okay.
that.
I'll teach you. I like that you're asking monosyllabic Chuck to teach you a language.
Hey, it's fine. I'll have a monosyllabic accent. It's fine.
Because it's the best person to ask for the basics on a language.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, who knows? He might be very, very eloquent and fluent in his native language.
Yeah, maybe the name's ironic and if you speak Gattlesnakeese.
Yeah.
It's like the heavy from TF2, where he's very gruff and very seems dim-witted, but he's actually a fucking poet in his native language.
Yeah.
Zoe looks very excited.
All right, Celia, how you doing?
When does Suki get back?
I'd say like in 20 minutes or so.
Okay. She's just gonna sit there quietly waiting for Suki.
Oh. Is she sitting apart for everybody?
No, just quiet.
Oh,
Oh.
Suki?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna smooth things over with the Undines.
Like right now, smooth over, or future plan smooth over?
Tonight.
you.
I have had 2.5 PTSD attacks in 1 week. I am whittling away my anxieties this week.
Okay. I think I've got enough money left to go buy more beach fries.
If Isaac hadn't been there, I think Mel might have killed me.
Yeah, that's what it was looking like.
Or maybe I'd have shrugged it off. I don't really know how hard he hit.
What? Hold on, being called.
I mean, you are incredibly durable. But at the same point, I'm glad that Isaac was there. Otherwise, I would have had to kill Big Mel on the spot without you, and that's not what I want to do.
I admit, the last time I took a hit from him, I was still human, so who knows, right?
Yeah, but being not human didn't help with the one thing. I refuse to call it the one thing its actual name now. I don't respect it enough.
Who's the one thing?
Oh, the one above all. Yeah, that one thing.
The god from Hulk?
No. Fuck. Am I mixing my names up? Sanya.
Yeah. Okay, he who becomes.
He who becomes, yeah.
Yeah, the one
That
above
one
all
thing.
is God in the Marvel Universe.
Which may or may not be Jack Kirby.
And the one below all is, like, anti-God, essentially.
Sorry. I don't know. It's like Suki
Yeah.
just would not call it by the he who becomes by its name. So yeah, the thing that just got killed and smelled like a sewer. Don't ask me how I know how a sewer smells. I've been in too many.
I know how a sewer smells. We all do.
And that was like your first adventure.
Adventures.
LOL Snake.
Oh, Snake!
Oh well, Snake.
And hey, wait a minute.
That really set
LOL
the tone for the
and your
campaign.
roommate is now a snake.
Yeah, that really set the two snake roommates actually. That really set the theme for the campaign.
It's almost like snakes are the DM's favorite animal.
I think that's crocodiles.
You know, it's really a tie between snakes,
I mean, that's
crocodilians,
why
and lizards.
Big Sid and the sewer game
Turtle.
together.
So do you want to go home first, Celia, before we go anything at the art fair? Do you even want to do the art fair today?
I'm actually Arthur's not for another 2 weeks, like the ending of it.
Yeah.
We still gotta make our thing for that. We still gotta decide what we're making for that.
Hal, now coming out of his house without his armor, hears Celia say that and go, I'm not as artistically inclined as my mother, so I'll just be there to help do things, I guess.
It's not about being artistically inclined. It's about doing something together and then showing it off for everyone.
Yeah, yeah, but
I mean, hell, you're the carpenter of the group. You have the skills.
not to make anything look nice.
You have the technical skills,
Okay, fair.
and those are important.
You have the skills to make sure it doesn't fall to pieces.
This is true. Meanwhile, I have no artistic ability because I haven't done anything artistic since I was a kid. So this will be interesting.
Okay, well. Hal, is really awkward, and he claps his hands and goes, is anybody hungry?
I am.
I'm a little hungry, yeah.
Are you
That would be
alright?
wonderful.
Yep.
You alright over there, Celia?
Yeah, I had a big breakfast. Mostly gingerbread.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
should probably eat something that isn't gingerbread.
Yeah.
Hal winces when she says gingerbread.
Okay. So this time, Hal, I wake up and there's just a pile of gingerbread on a plate, and she's eating it. I'm not gonna question what was thrown at her. I didn't see it this time. I'm just here for the ride.
Okay.
Isaac has no idea about the gingerbread killers.
No.
Oh, yeah, I should
Oh,
tell you
yeah.
about that, Isaac.
I have a kid now. I'm a parent. That feels weird.
Come on,
What?
let's go inside and make food, and we'll tell you all about it when we're doing that.
I'm too sleep deprived for this.
Did you sleep at all?
No, I spent most of it reading the book and preparing. I gotta
I
get
have a
this
thing for
globe
that
back to
movie.
Orin. I think it's. I don't even want to ask what the leather's made out of. I gotta
Hey.
check in with my boss too.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Here, before you do that, Suki reaches into a little side pouch that she has in one of her bags and pulls out the small, unmarked silver can. Here, drink this slowly.
No,
No!
the last time we worked together, you tried to do that, and before you scraped the label off, it was called Tunguska, I think. No,
I stopped drinking Tunguska ages ago. It's fine.
Is it? Alright.
You're gonna need it. Just keep the can. It's not Tunguska. I swear.
It's called Behringer instead.
uh, 3 Mile Island long tea.
Yeah, that's what it is. Oh my god.
So
Chernobyl.
Doesn't hit like the 3 Mile Island long tea doesn't hit the same way as Tunguska hits. It's slower, it's nicer, it's better for when you're still up from the night before. Tunguska is when we're doing the stakeouts and you can't sleep.
Jesus Christ, guys.
fancy Dan.
Meanwhile, at the radio television station combined building, Julie gets out and sees Keiko. So, we did it, right?
Yeah, we still need to deal with the art fair, but that's a lot more mundane than.
Yeah, well, I mean, we stopped the supernatural threat. That's really our business, right?
For now, at least.
Yeah.
Not sure what next month or next week has, but
Yeah, when we have time to plan out, this goes a lot more smoothly than when we have to like rush in one night.
yeah, I prefer to have things more coordinated as opposed to rushing in and
Yeah.
desperate without a plan.
Zoe sneezes.
So you guys weren't serious about killing my mom, right?
I wasn't, but I don't know Suki. And Celia just says things without really thinking. Her
Yeah.
mouth goes before her head.
Yeah. As much as I want to give Suki no benefit of the doubt, I don't think she was serious about killing my mom. I'd like to think that she wasn't. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've thought about killing my mom. Bathtub, just drop an electric device in it while she's having a soak.
To be fair, Julie, I think everyone's thought about killing at least one member of your extended family.
Yeah.
Your family doesn't have the best reputation anywhere.
Oh, my mom's a fucking monster. I know that pretty thoroughly. But, you know, she's also my mom.
And I understand. Family's complicated like that. Kaika says as he rubs her arm.
Mm-hmm. So, you used some of the Ghost Slayer today,
Yeah,
and it didn't get super out of control.
that's good at least.
You know, maybe it's like my hand, where you don't fully understand it, and you don't understand why it's on you, but maybe there's a reason for it.
Well, I know exactly the reason why this is on me, and that it's gonna kill me one day. If I
Well,
don't
then
do anything about it.
Well, we should figure out a thing to do about it then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, where do you think we can read a whole bunch of books on this subject?
It's the fucking gray, so.
So, like, where do you think we've got some books on the Greys?
That's the problem. Any other? I didn't say that out loud, out in character, because like that was me out of character. Like it's a fucking Greys.
Kaiko, where's a place where we have a lot of access to a lot of books with supernatural shit in them?
I have a lot of information in my bunker, but there's also the wax museum.
Let's try the bunker.
Is there an insinuation there?
Yes.
Let's head home.
Yeah, let's do some research.
When we get home, there's something I want to show you.
Okay. Oh shit, I gotta buy you pan. Listen, I'm getting my first paycheck at the end of this week.
Don't worry, I had backups. So that pan was an old one I was using because I didn't want to waste it.
Oh, thank God. I mean, I was planning to pay it back, but also I need money.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right.
So apparently my net friend's ransomware your mom's computer.
Oh, cool.
And we were getting a $10,000 pushback from that.
Oh! Cool.
Because, of course, she paid it all without...
How often do you think we can steal from my mom? Like, without getting caught?
Well, from what I've seen of her computer, security-wise, it's... For what I've seen, your mom's also one of those kind of persons who sees an add-on computer, she just adds it on without thinking about it. And apparently has your dad's computer with a accountability software, so he doesn't look up non-Christian things, apparently.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So yeah, I mean, unless she gets like a professional computer person there pretty consistently.
Hey, I don't have to. I won't have to explain to Julie that I brainwashed her mom. I don't think. Huzzah!
Also, Oren's going to give us a pushback to help build our new neighbor,
That's nice.
a residence.
It's cool that we got a pet dragon now, or a dragon roommate.
I'd say roommate. To go with the stoner hide behind as our neighbor.
Yeah, he's got good weed.
Julie's had the weed, hasn't she?
Oh, listen, with the amount of stress that she frequently brings upon herself, yeah, she's had weed.
I meant that weed. She's had the hide behind weed.
Yeah, she's had the high behind weed. She took advantage of that.
How much does Rufus charge, or he just provides it?
I think he provides it. He is kind of, squatting. And he kind of grows it.
Yeah, he's kind of squatting on property a bunch of other cryptids.
That's how he pays rent.
Yeah. The Alto Pogos, the Sam and Ivora all squat on my house, my property land from time to time.
When you guys head home.
Oh.
And after a very tumultuous start, the day ends fairly peacefully.
When Kaikos gets home, before the insinuation or the implication happens, Kaiko's gonna call Julie. Can you come to my room in a bit?
Yeah.
And Kaiko, and when Julie enters, Kaiko has her back to Julie and takes off her shirt. And shows her everything. Not like in a lewd way, but here's all my yes.
Ooh.
This is when I was 8. My friends and I we were hiking and we were taken and they did things I only remember when I'm dreaming, and Kaiko says that she's stammering. They did this to me. And other things I don't want to talk about.
So at first, when you start partially disrobing, Julie gets a look on her face that, I mean, but when you start going to the serious talk, she, immediately grasp the emotional seriousness of it. Julie is in her own way oddly emotionally intelligent. She just often chooses to ignore things. And, deciding not to communicate with words, she instead just goes to you and hugs Kaiko close. And she says nothing. She just offers.
Tears are coming in Kaiko's eyes as she just reciprocates it. When you said you loved me, that was the first time anyone said that wasn't since my gone.
Okay. So we're gonna make it right.
Thank you. Yeah, I hope.
No, we are. And she pulls away, and with the needle hand, she says, "Cross my heart and hope to die." And she does little cross motion. And when she does, not realizing it, you actually see faint threads form the cross around her heart and briefly glow before they become invisible to the human eye.
Oh.
Julie has made a promise that she does not know the severity of.
Julie, fuck.
Well, she's a chosen.
Yeah.
So that's gonna happen before she dies, or whether she likes it or not. So.
Fuck.
God damn, TT.
All right. So the rest of the day again, fairly uneventful.
We just fucking relax and eat food.
Yeah, everyone just sort of calms down. Next session will be a denouement session to wrap up some things. But congratulations, guys! You beat the Melody Art Fair.
Did we?
You did it. You stopped the Jesus Critics plot. You destroyed all the converts and the clergymen at the base of all this. And you've made it so that this can't be exploited again, definitively. You beat it.
Holy
After
shit.
several sessions,
Jesus Christ.
we beat it.
Hey, Drake,
Nah.
thanks for trusting me.
You're good.
That was the most pleasant kidnapping I've ever been a part of. Hal says, eating and not looking up.
I think we've both actually been kidnapped before, so like that's actually we actually have a frame of reference.
How is that
there's
D&D
just-
cult going, by the way?
The what now?
Let's
The cultists? The Satanists?
Yeah, them.
Oh, I mean, they invited me to join their game, so I might.
Oh, what are you gonna make?
I don't know yet. They didn't really.
You should make a snake person.
That could be offensive. Chuck's right there.
Yeah, as you guys are sitting down, Miriam sits with you. She's like, "Well, Hal, I'm just glad you took protection. You know, I saw Big Mel heading to your guys' way at one point, and
Yeah, I think that was my
could have
fault.
turned out nasty."
Yeah, that might have been my fault. I don't know how, but it might have been.
What?
I took
Isaac
the robot.
looks away.
I took the robot to hit it really hard, but then I started glowing and it vanished. Is that a thing with the robot?
No.
Fuck.
I mean, Hal, have you told your mom that you can heal things with just a touch?
Did I? That's in character, did he?
Just the
I
You
think
can't-
kind
so.
of light.
Meet Miriam.
Yeah.
Awkwardly. Who was Hal's dad?
The answer to that is in the Ask Room if you need it, TT.
I do. I got it.
She can't even remember his name. It was basically a summer fling. It wasn't anything. It wasn't anything like a dickhead or anything. It was just like he left town before she knew that she was pregnant, and she couldn't remember his name. It was one of those.
Hal's
Oh,
dad
God.
is not around. That's the answer to that question.
Oh god, Hal's dad was a Men in Black.
Delia, I mean,
It was not Southpaw Sam.
He's a
Son
dad,
of
but
Sam.
not a
Oh no, that'd be
Southpaw
bad.
Sam's gay.
Ah,
Good for
Yeah, all right.
him.
Also,
You
there's the
know what?
whole.
Given his style, I can see it.
What was that, Sarah?
Hey,
There's also the bad implication of Hal then being the son of Sam.
Oh god,
Oh, fuck.
Oh fuck!
son of a
Oh my
bitch!
god.
And we know that doesn't make sense because Hal is a line of cats, not dogs.
Yeah.
to be fair, maybe his dad's the Melody Catman.
No, he's not. They're not related at all.
Okay.
you are really in.
Have you guys investigated that yet? I want to know if it's a real thing.
Not yet. Nope, that's on the docket for things in the future.
If you find him and he's
I mean,
nice, you should say hi or something.
Yeah.
Miriam would know that Kaiko and Hal have tried to go looking for it repeatedly.
Yep.
No luck.
It's
Yeah.
almost like they know where it is and go to the exact place, and then it doesn't show up because one of them's looking at the.
Zoe aggressively eats food to avoid answering any questions.
And you all have a very pleasant evening.
I think after a while, Isaac's like, I don't think Kaiko or Julia are coming back.
No,
I was
Probably not.
I asked her, "Did you want me to drop you off at your house?" And Kaiko said no. And at that point, I knew we weren't going to see them until at least tomorrow.
What it,
Say it,
Oh.
don't say it, don't say it. Don't.
say it,
They
Celia.
fucking.
Thank you, Drake.
Oh, they fucking.
Well,
Well, they're coming
Yeah,
at
probably
least.
not. Not actually though.
Damn it. Held out for as long as I could.
Elsewhere in Nocturne, Cliff Howard has his rental car. All right, time to start some shit in Melody. It turns out it fizzled. What? Yeah, a lot of your fans got in a riot. They got arrested, and the thing they were all pissed off about has been resolved by the city government. So we'd be kind of just showing up late, starting some shit. Wouldn't have a lot of support. Ah, damn it. Well, time for Plan A again. Oh, we're gonna do that. Yeah, because it's gonna take a couple of weeks to get that organized. Yeah, fuck off, man. I'm gonna go fucking chug some Four Locos. They still make Four Locos? I mean, you just grab a Monster Energy drink and you pour in some booze. Oh, isn't that kind of depressing? Shut up!
fucking Cliff Howard's a fucking social media manager.
He looks ruefully at the skies like, fucking Melody. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Melody.
Fucking Melody.
Because we're getting close to our deadline for tonight. And there we go. Next time we do this, we'll do a denouement. It's just an episode where we tie up some loose ends, Freds. We'll do the finale of the art fair itself. But you guys have definitively beaten the Jesus Critic and this clergyman of He Who Becomes. You have won, finally, after, how many sessions has it been?
9, I think.
9.
It's basically only been like 2 days.
Yeah. This was Well, more like 3 at the very least, 3 or 4.
Suki has
Yeah.
to introduce everyone to their child, Candy Steve.
We got some loose ends to tie up, some things to interrogate and whatnot. If you have ideas of stuff you want to address, maybe talk that out and figure out what you want to do. It's gonna be a very player-led session next time. But we did it. We won,
Yay!
and I got to unexpectedly throw Big Mel at you, which I didn't even have planned.
Neither did I.
Yep, that was good.
I didn't know he could do that.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, Big Mel's safe to throw it at. It can't take over Big Mel, right? Sure it can. Whoever yelled that.
Sorry.
I was vaguely aware something like this might happen because when I floated the idea of maybe summoning the Weaver to fight Big Mel, he will be TT kind of implied that would be a bad idea.
Oh, good.
I'm sorry.
Next, that'll be fun. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, you realize that Julie's the first person to ever tell Kaiko she loves her ever since her parents.
Aww.
That's sad.
Well, because Kaiko's his sister, siblings don't usually say "I love you" to each other.
No, it's just kind of implied.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like
siblings
with
have their own language.
But
And
like you, I tell my siblings I love them all the time. I don't know
So do I.
Yeah.
I just call my sister a
I mean, a lot of
bitch,
what I-
and it's the same thing.
Yeah, I should tell
A lot of
everyone.
it is also saying, think fast.